Hello, this is Serge165. I'm using my laptop to broadcast, and I finally have Windows Movie Maker working with video capture, which is really good because it has, as I found out recently doing tests on it, pretty good quality. I'm a little more centered now that I'm using the laptop camera, and I've been working with trying to get my desktop repaired. About 3 weeks ago it went down after I went over to my friend Puppy Pump's house for a while to hang out and do a radio show for Blog Talk. And by the way, I'm Serge Kitty on there, so if anyone was wondering about that, I might actually start doing shows, depending on how things are going in life, which I lack. I came back home and the silly thing was not working. It would not turn on. It just kept silent. And I found out that somehow the motherboard had been shorted or something to that effect, which is really bad. I'm going to see if I can get it repaired, even though I have a new one in there, which has its own set of problems. Now the CD-ROM drive won't open up, even though I attempted to use the emergency open feature this morning, and I also attempted to let's see what I do. I also attempted to repeatedly push the button to get it to, and it appears that Windows has crashed, so I'm going to have to reformat. And if anyone has sent me links to software, I need those links again. This means that Radical Dreamers will be, for now, going down the drain, but it's not like I was that far to begin with. So I'll just start over again on Radical Dreamers, and I will film the rest for the Chrono Trigger documentaries on the laptop in high quality, just so that I can get all that out of the way, and then just put it together once I'm on the desktop, which will cause less problems than things did before. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm actually in high spirits. I've been doing my bus thing and I've been enjoying doing that. Even if it is a goal, I sneak in lunch. I did kind of make a deal with the manager that if I'm going to go through with this, I at least get something out of it, and I chose to get lunch out of it when she shadowed me. They had begun shadowing me. I have made a couple of new friends on YouTube. Tory, Anime Rocks 80. I can't remember everyone else who's friended me because I got like 1,000 friend invites. And hey Kelly, / I am Jesse TR. Love and light. I have also attempted to coerce people into role-playing what is now becoming a part of the Rifter card game known as Crimson Echoes, named after that lovely piece of work the people over at Chrono Compendium tried making that bridge Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross. I personally believe that there is a fanfiction up on fanfiction.net that does this a lot better, and with a lot less fanboyism than Crimson Echoes, but overall, when I watched the videos, I thought Crimson Echoes was actually a pretty decent game. I don't have that many qualms with it. I would like to give a shout out to Gahana and say that I cannot wait to do her interview for the 50th time. I do have another software program that is bound to actually work, which is a miracle in and of itself. We tried 3 different programs, and they decided not to work. That's because Windows Vista sucks. Let's see, what else do I have? Not much else has been going on in 3 weeks. There were some incidences at the house involving one of my housemates and the local police. I'll do another tirade video about that later. The Halloween party at Meridian sucks. The whole idea sucks. I am never going to that stupid thing again. They were marked as outlaws in Regiona, though they had done no wrong. The teachers marked them so. The teachers who ruled there tried to have them done in. But if it weren't for 3 of them, they probably would be dead. And they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore into the Red Inn, wherein they would not be convicts anymore. They came upon the Red Inn dressed as in Weibosmen. Everyone began to cheer, and Serge began to speak. They collected money from the patrons and bought them all drinks. They then rode off with evil smirks, and the bartender tied to a cross, and they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, wherein they would not be convicts anymore. The dreamers ran into trouble at the local graveyard when 20 armed teachers and administrators ambushed them. They tried to have them done in for resisting truancy, but Kid's Leg swept one into a vat of gold and bashed the other 3 where it counts. And they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, wherein they would not be convicts anymore. Now everyone in Glimmer knows them all by name, but only the teachers wanted them all dead. They were about to pull off the stunt that would make them world-renowned when the governing principal rallied up all the kids, and they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, wherein they would be convicts no more. Prince Balan's sister built a rocket out of tin and iron to make sure that her brother wouldn't be pulled in to an evil scheme that was wrought by the very bastard that took Atlantis down 10 years before. Sorry, that verse had to be modified. And they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, wherein they would be convicts no more. They made a proclamation to everyone and all, above the age of 1 and below the age of 20, to get upon rockets made from a blacksmith's hand, and get off of the planet before Principal hatched his evil plan. And they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, wherein they would be convicts no more. Now when you land on Avalar and enter into Glimmer, you'll see a group of statues of mask-wearing peoples, a singer, thief, and a prince with one hell of a gun, who fought against conformity, and thank God that they won. Again, it had to be modified, and they were radicals with a dream, fighting for freedom, sans conformity. And they flew across Ballanfore and into the Red Inn, and they won't be convicts anymore.